Welcome to the channel. Good to have you. Stay tuned. There's a message for you today. A very powerfully insane Bible story. Something that you will really love to hear. Stay tuned to the end. Don't leave. One look at the life of Joseph. Yes, the son of Jacob / Israel, who went to second in command according to the purpose of God that was upon his life. A purpose that caused him to be rejected by his own family. Did you know that? Did you know that because of the purpose of God that is upon your life, even your own family may reject you? Yes. Let us get into the story. According to Genesis chapter 37, Joseph was 17 years old when he was sold into slavery. His father sent him to look for his brothers. His brothers saw him, they hated him, they sold him to the Ishmaelite. And the Ishmaelite sold him to Potiphar. While he was in Egypt, Potiphar's wife wanted to lie with Joseph. Joseph did not want that. She told lie on Joseph. Potiphar locked up Joseph. You listen to this insane story. While Joseph was in the prison, two of Pharaoh's servants was locked up by Pharaoh and was sent to the very same prison. Listen to this insane story, my friend. Both of them got a dream, and they told the dream to Joseph, and Joseph interpreted the dream. He said one would have lost his life and one would have been restored. The baker would have died and the butler would have been restored. And Joseph told the butler that when you are restored, remember to tell Pharaoh that Pharaoh let me out of this place. Joseph wanted to come out of it. But this was the purpose of God upon Joseph's life. Amen. And what makes it even more insane, my friend, the butler did not make mention of this interpretation, none at all. Can you imagine? You got an interpretation about a dream. The dream came to pass. You were freed, and all of a sudden, you did not mention it. Well, this is the greater purpose of God. That interpretation, that dream that Joseph interpreted for the butler, it had a greater purpose. And that's why when we see certain things happening and we don't really understand it, sometimes it serves as a greater purpose for God. And it came to pass in the time when Pharaoh got a dream. Amen. The dream that troubled his head, and none of his wise men could have interpreted the dream. And all of a sudden the butler remembered Joseph. Amen. God had this thing planned. This was the right time for Joseph's name to be mentioned to Pharaoh. Pharaoh was now desperate. He wanted an interpreter to interpret his dream. And here was Joseph. God is so awesome. You see the insane story, my friend? You see how God can do some things way past our imagination. And when Pharaoh heard about Joseph and he sent and called Joseph and Joseph came, Joseph interpreted the dream of Pharaoh. And Joseph was placed second in command. What an insane story. From the pit to the palace. You can imagine. From the pit to the palace. It was all the plan of God. It was all the purpose of God. And I call this story an insanely profound story.